Hey, good morning. How's everybody doing today? I know it's early, right? Yeah, me too. So, welcome to our coffee and me morning chat. So, last summer, while I was visiting family in Indiana, I thought it might be fun to do a few early morning, live streams, chats while I had my coffee and especially while I had the Ohio River sitting right behind me. Um, so we decided that I would do a brief review of things I talked about in my first book, Embracing Imperfection. We recorded those chats and we'll post those links, for you on my Facebook page. So that way you can check them out and you can see what they're all about. Um, so, one of the most important things that I've come to understand is that attempt and loss survivors have very few places, safe places. That we can actually go and share what's really going on with us, and not be judged by other people. Not to have to justify why we feel the way that we feel. So in 2013 and in 2014, while we were filming in a documentary titled A Voice at the Table, Anne-Marie and I also began to develop a series of wellness workshops, exercises for impacted and family and friends movement. We created two versions, one for impacted family and one for suicide attempt survivors. When some folks who are the loss survivors saw our workbook, they asked, if they could do those workshops too. Um, so within a year, we all just kind of stayed together in one room, and we called it Blended Hearts. Um, we'll chat more about the workshop as we go along, so that way you get a further, you know. So today I just wanted to bring us together and touch on what I hope what we can achieve with this format. Oh yeah, and look, I brought Kevin with us too. So he's here in my coffee cup with us. So I forgot to mention that, you know, because I had him on my show in Indiana. So I wanted to make sure that I brought him with us on this show too as well. So what we can hope to um, achieve with this format is to how can I improve the quality of my life? And that's the important of my life. So that's how you got to think of things. How can you improve the quality of your life, right? So how can I continue to feel better about myself and living life fully? Attempt and loss survivors don't always tell you, why we're really feeling, because we don't always feel safe when we want to share that. Um, I'm hoping that these live stream chats will give us a place to come together and focus on our wellness, which is what we want to do is peer to peer, right? So I do believe that we need to walk this path together, learn from each other. That's the whole point behind the Blended Hearts. One of the things that I would like to see more activity around is resources for all of us with lived experience and what works well for you for hashtag soul care. Uh, 2 years ago, the Impacted Family and Friends Division Chair for the American Association of Suicidology, Anne-Marie Matulis, um, was concerned about how those of us impacted by suicide might be doing emotionally um, as the pandemic began. She asked that a site be set up on the AAS 365.org for hashtag SoCare and said, in the midst of the fear-based chaos and adversity, whether an individual crisis or confronting a pandemic, Mandated physical distance can create isolation, loneliness, anxiety, and depression. These unsettling emotions will be long lasting, which is true. So, the goal of the hashtag SoulCare, AAS, hashtag AAS 365 project is to present a campaign of emotional support, hope, and solidarity, and weave like this, weave, right? And weave the messages threads together via a personal, human, and visual touch by connecting via live and recorded conversations, video messages, webinars, online roundtables, and more across multiple social media platforms. And kind of like what we're doing today, right? Resources will be added regularly. Unfortunately, not much was submitted, but we are working to improve that, which is a good thing. You know, progress, not perfection, right? So the point is, if we hope to maintain emotional balance as attempt survivors, loss survivors, and impacted family, we need to work at it. And I mean work at it, people. We must make it a priority. So I'll start. So here are some of the things that help me remain in better space mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. I mean, you know what my first thing is going to be, right? So absolutely nothing makes me smile more than a nice long ride on my motorcycle, whether it's to the beach or just wherever, nowhere, you know? So if you're a suicide attempt survivor or a loss survivor or an impacted family, what makes you smile and feel really good, even if it's for a short period? You know, it doesn't have to like last all day. It just needs to give you that feel good moment for the time, right? So I also like to play Pokemon Go on occasion, you know. Love hatching eggs and catching shinies. That's pretty cool. I like doing that. You do know what I'm talking about, right? I mean, some of you people do know about Pokemon Go. It's so big. And lately, I got into what they call diamond art. So I did a baby Yoda, and now I'm working on a like this huge minion one because I love minions and motorcycles, right? I really enjoy coloring, on my phone, and I used to spend a lot of time on Minecraft, which Minecraft is like a winter thing for me. Kind of like I kind of moved that into my winter category because it's like an indoorsy type of thing because I like to be outside a lot during the summer months. Um, and sometimes I just like to kick back and binge on a TV series, or some films that I really enjoy. Um, this year I'm really interested in cleaning my whole yard up on the outside, right? So I'm really not a gardener by no means. I don't have a green thumb, but I do love spending time outside in the yard because getting down in the earth and in the environment and touching that is it's kind of like a grounding feeling. Okay, so and that puts you in some kind of a nice space. I mean, you should try it, really. um, don't make it like a chore. Just go out there and try to enjoy yourself, put some tunes on, and have fun. So, okay, so another story I got going here for you. I was outside burning some leaves and some brush last week, and I was surrounded by birds, right? But in a good way, but not the Alfred Hitchcock way of his horror film, The Birds, right? I know, no, not like that. It's not crows, little tiny birds. They're cute. Um, so I just think that they were like disturbed by the smoke and so close to their trees. It was fascinating to watch them and actually relaxing because they're chirping and communicating, and it was nice to be outside among them. Actually, I thought they were yelling at me, to be honest with you, because I was burning, you know what I mean? And I think they wanted me to go away, and stop burning, because they were like mad at me or something. I just had this incredible urge that that's what they were all saying because they were just chirping so loud, you know. But it was nice. It was very it was sounding, and it was like just being out there with them was very comforting. Um, so all of this helps me clear my head, you know. So the best is always, I mean, always the long ride on my motorcycle. I mean, you should see the withdrawal that I go through every fall, because I can't ride my bike, right? So, so whatever it is that I do for soul care, I do feel better, no matter what it is. Whether it's being in the house on a rainy day, doing diamond knots, or playing Minecraft, or working out in the yard, or maybe doing both, working out in the yard and then going for a long ride. I recently purchased a kayak, so totally gonna get into that. Not only get into that, but like maybe like, to for a little exercise too, get the mind going, working it, get those endorphins that all our counselors tell us to do, right? Get them like going so we feel better. That is a true statement. And I used to think that that was such a lie. I mean, long time ago, way back in the dark ages, I used to like really think that that was like, yeah, that's a load of crap, right? But no, it really does work. But the thing is that you have to work at this. Everything, that we do for our soul care, we got to work at it. You know what I mean? It's not an easy road, believe me. Um, I work very hard to get into this little space that I need to be in to get in touch with me, and make me who I want to be, and the person that I want to become, you know. And being suicidal all the time is not one of my favorite things to do. Okay. So I will do anything for soul care, and I will try anything just once, even if I've never tried it. You might say to me like, well, no, I've never done diamond art. But you never tried it, right? Until you try it, you never know. You might get hooked on it. You might love it. It's similar to coloring, but it's a little piecey. It's kind of like, it's the best way I can describe it is, it's like painting by numbers, right? So you use the diamond knot and the colors that it fills it in. And I tell you, I'm going to have to post a picture, on my next show. So that way, you could actually really see what diamond art really is, Okay. So getting back to, all these little things that, it does add up to a life worth living. And I just, I want to add that too. And this is what I hope, that we can take away from this morning chats and my coffee and me. Sometimes serious, more often, I hope fun, so I want to thank everybody, for stopping by and having their coffee with me. And I'll be here same time, this Wednesday, and Friday. So yeah, so we got two upcoming. So oh, and always remember, you can always find me on my YouTube page. Okay, and I just want to tell everybody, soul care, soul care, soul care, right? Right? Do something nice for yourself. And I want to thank everyone for being here and stopping by. Thank you once again. All right. Have a good day, because you matter. All right. All right.